Hey guys, it's Brendan Borman back for another 270 video. Today I'll be trying out Frosty the Snowman for the very first time in a 270 multiplayer match. I'll be playing 1-minute timers against Santa Claus with the Queen Elizabeth Vice President, a Jeb Bush, a Donald Trump, and an RBG. Because of the diverse candidate selection of Republicans and Democrats, with national groups up in the air, I'm going to zero spend and watch Jeb Bush go into big conservative and RBG go into New York and some surrounding states. So RBG will likely be going for town and gown in high tech. And as the main competition as the only Democratic candidate, what I'm going to do as Frosty the Snowman to avoid conflict is go into the Democratic national groups of Youth Vote, in labor and environment, and women's movement. So that's the end of turn number 2. We have several zero spins. At this point in the game, you don't know if it's a giant game of chicken or if anyone will 3-turn forfeit. If those players do not spend and have not spent in the first 3 turns, then they will be removed from the game. But what I'm going to do is go exactly the 4th pip in women's movement and in labor and environment. So next turn I'll have to go into youth vote. That will give me 2 of the 3 national groups and a money advantage the rest of the game. So now it looks like Santa Claus has 1 million, as does Donald Trump. So what that tells me is that since they were not forfeited, they have actually been hitting the 0-turn button. And so there is a strong chance that one of them could go double pipping into both California and Texas. And Santa does spend 800,000, so that's what he's probably going to be doing. Jeb Bush is going to follow me and go into the Republican national groups as RBG gets her town and gown bonus. As turn 5 continues here, I have 576,000 because I don't know what's going to happen in California and Texas. I want to stay clear, and I'm tempted to go into swing states with like a Florida, Ohio, Wisconsin, New Mexico opening. However, there are some other candidates that have lots of money too. And okay, so Jeb Bush is going to drop out. So it's now a 4-player match. I do feel a little bit more comfortable going into that exact same swing state route I just described. And so hopefully that gives me a couple extra things. Now, RBG has a clear path to African American, to high tech. And so I want to open up into Arizona and Virginia. And it looks like that out west, Donald Trump is being a pain in Santa's butt. So those two are going to go at it. I'm going to kind of declare war on RBG. I'm going to see how she reacts to pressure in Arizona and Virginia, but I do need to go ahead and secure New Mexico in order to get the swing state bonus. Hopefully Donald Trump does not max out North Carolina. Just in case, I'm going to open up in Iowa. That way I can get the swing state bonus 100% next turn. However, we do get swing as Trump gets the oil and gas, which will help him put pressure into Texas. Virginia was maxed by RBG, as was Arizona. And so I'm going to put a little bit of pressure now into Michigan, Pennsylvania, and most importantly, New York. Now, even though I didn't get Virginia and I didn't get Arizona by being in there, if RBG happens to be the one who is eliminated at any point, I will inherit those states, as I am going to be in North Carolina, Illinois, Pennsylvania. So definitely going to be rooting against RBG. Now, I haven't had to defend most anything yet, but I do have swing. I can kind of build up Florida. I can go for electors. What I'm going to do is small spend and go into Indiana and Kentucky. And so if I'm able to get Illinois, North Carolina, Pennsylvania, and Michigan, then I can possibly get the manufacturing bonus without Texas via the hangman strategy. But RBG does pick up the African American bonus on turn number 9. So what I can do, however, is a steal of New York, and that is going to be a guaranteed steal. So I'm going to go for it. I'm also going to go for Pennsylvania, which I realize after I hit in turn is a little bit of a risk because RBG has shown a pattern of defending by 2 pips. So when you're playing against someone, watch out for those tips because it can lead to a big clash, which it looks like she's defending by 2 again in Illinois and in Michigan. And I had to skip the timer. RBG lost all of our bonuses. However, unfortunately, we did clash in Pennsylvania. So the only move here I'm making is to go back to Pennsylvania to the 9th pip. And so let's see. It did work. We did flip 20 electors. And this turn, I am going to close it off. So RBG has no bonuses. She really has no money. And it's just a matter of looking and seeing where can I get into. So I need to get into Texas. And then I'm going to go ahead and open up into some of these open states. So I have ballot access and in my turn. Now, I really haven't, again, had to use my swing. North Carolina was completely filled out, which is shocking. So I don't really have anywhere I can spin that. Some clashes, which will prevent a ballot. However, in a 4-player multiplayer, a ballot can happen anytime because there's just that many more states being invested into. So again, once 100 EVs are locked in and every state is entered into, we will have a ballot. It looks like that New Jersey is the only state that's lacking. I'm just going to go ahead and really spin in Florida, I think, just as a preemptive defense. I could invest my swing into like Iowa or something that's open, but really I don't want to have to defend Florida if I don't have to. So 30 seconds left here on turn 14. I am the low man on the totem pole as far as electors go, so I definitely need to do some flips. I'm going to wait one turn, and hopefully we can survive if there is a ballot. Let's see if there is any entry into New Jersey. Looks like there could have been. Yep, there's a ballot. Okay, so now I have to figure out in 30 seconds how many EVs or where can I flip some EVs. So I don't want to overspend, but I can definitely flip some in Iowa. I can flip some in some of these town and gown states in Missouri. 5 seconds. Oh my gosh. Okay, so just got it in. Probably wish I would have done Indiana or Kentucky just to be safe. However, Blue Santa did not spin, so we did get fortunate there. And so that will allow us to be the one that moves on. So Blue Santa will be eliminated. And more importantly, we didn't overspend. We have all this extra cash. And so if RBG or Donald Trump come after me in a state, then I will have access. Now, because I watched the time, I did not get to go up. I wish I would have, because in Texas, I would have gone after that and got some bonuses. I will go for it this turn. Now I have to defend Florida. Do I go all the way? How do I feel about this? To the 9th pip on Florida and to the 7th pip. I can max out Florida. No, I go down a little bit. Extra entry. Hopefully I can survive Florida this turn. Big spin. Trump takes Florida. Shoot. Okay. So although we lost swing states, we do get manufacturing. There's another ballot. So we're either going to get Florida right back or we're going to inherit New York, assuming that we do survive. We are high on the totem pole as far as the electoral votes at 194. RBG is sitting at a comfortable 176. And Donald Trump has a little bit of ground to make up. But let's see what happens. So Florida is locked. So Trump does overtake RBG at 179. And so RBG is the one who is eliminated. So it leaves us with just the manufacturing bonus and the town and gown. However, once I go up here in a lot of these states, so North Carolina, Illinois, Michigan, I could have gone up in maybe Washington, but I ran out of time. I'm saving $379,000 just in case. Opening up into almost all of the wide open states. So we will most likely not have a ballot. I did leave one. That's 346 EVs. There is the ballot round, and let's just get into most of these states. By 2 or 3 pips. Guarantee I'm keeping the ones that have 1 pip, maxing out Tennessee because he's not really anywhere across the map. And that should do it. So, again, Frosty Snowman has 13% bonuses in all of the state groups and national groups and makes a good candidate, very similar to Santa Claus, just literally 2% worse than Santa, but also 2% better than the Leprechaun. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next 270 video.